Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and a weekly analysis video of the markets. Let's just jump right into the charts and see what they're telling us, what they told us this past week and in the upcoming week, what we might see. So let's start with the S&P 500. This is the daily chart. As you can see, um, we had a nice big red candle here, but then the 2 days after that, they took out this candle but did not form a new high, did not break and go past the high. So, um, and then this red candle almost took out this green candle. So I was expecting a follow through and new highs, but we did not see that. This is on a daily chart. The weekly chart formed a bottoming tail. That could indicate the top for the market, and monthly still nice green candle. Just keep in mind, as I posted in the channel in the community tab, that the last 2 weeks of February is one of the bearish 2 weeks of the year. So the next 2 weeks, according to history, should be red. So let's just see what happens. But I do like um, the move to the downside. So let's see the Nasdaq. Same thing. Nasdaq was a little more bearish, as you can see. We broke through. We took out this red candle, but not by much, and then we just came back down, and we are sitting right at the 20-day moving average. So this is daily, the weekly chart. I would have liked if we took out this green candle, but we just barely sitting above it, the opening of this green candle. So let's take a look at the monthly. The monthly still green. The 2 weeks um, coming up. So if you can imagine two red candles forming, and depends how powerful they are, maybe hitting the 20-day moving average and finding a little support here in this area, as you can see. Um, so I would expect this next 2 weeks being bearish. Actually, let me take a look at this 4-hour chart really quick. As you can see, look at this big red bearish candle, just erasing all this action. Then they try to come back, but we got slammed right back down. So I expect this move to go down to the 200-day moving average, 17,400 or so area would be support. This general area. So that was the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones was not as bearish as S&P and Nasdaq. Uh, the weekly chart, two bottoming tails formed. So we tried to break this green candle, but we did not. Just bulls kept pushing the price up, and the monthly chart still green, just like the S&P and Nasdaq. Let's see the Russell. Russell took out this, man, this day was like minus 4.5%, I believe, somewhere around there. And within 2 days, it got just taken out. But there was no follow through. It just came back down with the other indices. So let's see what happens with Russell. This is the weekly chart. We're still sitting right just above this resistance. We broke through it and we're just sitting right at the resistance. So what are we gonna see for the week? The monthly chart. Um, mm, yeah, we're sitting right up above the moving averages, but we did not close above this red bar. So, but like I said, the next 2 weeks will be crucial. See what happens if this green bar becomes red and just takes out this green bar. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart quickly. Yeah, we might see a movement to the downside with the other indices. Um, okay, so let's go to crude oil. As you remember, last week I said crude should be going higher, and we did. Went higher, but we hit resistance with the 200 and the price action here. So we pulled back to the 20 and bounced off, and we closed above the 200-day moving average. So are we going to see a continuation to the upside for crude? I would think so. On the weekly chart, we almost took out this bearish red candle, almost. So we did close above the 20-day moving average, which is slightly declining. So once we close above this bar, we are going higher on a weekly chart. This is the monthly. We are sitting just below this 20-day moving average. Once we go above it and break above, say, $91, we are going probably, we're going to see probably, we're going to hit these recent highs around between, I don't know, 160 and 120. This is on a monthly chart. Okay, so let's look at the gold here. This is the daily chart. As you can see, we stayed above the 200-day moving average. We were sitting right at support. We formed the bottoming tail and moved back up. Weekly chart, we are above the moving averages. The 20 is rising to 50, and we are above them. So this week, we are sitting right at with the candle opened up here. So if we take out this red candle, a nice big green candle, we're probably gonna see we're gonna test the highs. This is the weekly chart. So on a monthly chart, yeah, we sitting right at kind of support here. So we went below the $2,000 mark, but we closed above it. 2024. Okay, let's take a look at the silver on a daily. As you if you remember last week, I bought some silver on this red bar, and I liked this green bar taking it out right away. So the following day, so I predicted the move to the upside. But then the following 2 days, and on the third day, when I saw this red bar, this bearish bar, I was having second thoughts because it just erased all this and closed below it. But then we just tested this support and we erased this bearish bar within 2 days. And we closed above the 20-day moving average, and we are sitting right at resistance at 200-day moving average. So this is the weekly chart. So I was going to buy some more silver once we took out this bearish bar right around 22.77 or 75 in that area, but I decided to just hold off. Um, so this is the week daily. This is the weekly. Um, I like this green bar. So the moving averages are still rising, and I see a continuation of this move to the upside. On a monthly chart, there's the 50 was rising, the 20 is kind of on the flat side. So, but we formed these bottoming tails. So I would like to see this bar taken out, $24 or so, and 24.50. That would have been really nice, and just move up and break through this resistance here at 26 bucks and change on the monthly chart. So I called it pretty accurately, except for this one bar on the daily chart, which kind of got me nervous because it did form two topping tails and it just stopped. There was no follow through to the downside, so that's a good thing. So now, um, hopefully, we can close above the 200-day moving average and move to 25 bucks and higher, 25, $26. Let's go to Bitcoin. This is the daily chart. Um, as you can see, the move up and then and then we stayed right at the 50 and the 20-day moving average, and then we took off higher, bounced off the 20-day moving average, and we broke through this resistance here, and we went above the $50,000 mark, and the high, as you can see, is 53,000 or so. But now we're forming two topping tails, so probably gonna see a pullback. How deep? We shall see. Probably gonna test this wick here, and this green bar, the the bottom of it should be support. So we'll see well, how powerfully we uh, move down. This is the way. This is the daily and the weekly chart. So I mean, these are two pretty big, um, yeah, two bullish bars, but we are sitting right at resistance here. So this week we're gonna see a pullback, probably most likely. Um, let's take a look at the monthly chart. Um, on the monthly chart, I kind of like the move to the upside because usually this bar marks the halfway point. So if you do um, a measured move, right? So if we just start with 28,000 to 44,000 roughly, okay? So now from 44,000 we would go somewhere to 58,000 or so, or 60,000. Probably hit 60,000 or so. Um, that's what this usually means, um, but I think I like the pullback first and then possibly move higher to 60,000. But we shall see. Yeah, we are sitting right at resistance here, so that's what I'm pulling back. Um, and this is the Bitcoin also, and the dollar. As you can see, just reset this really quick. Um, this green bar, I mean, it looks like it's a failed breakout, but didn't quite take out this bar yet. So if we do, depends how nasty the move to the downside will be and break through the moving averages, the 20 and 200. But these two green bars will be acting pretty bullishly. So will be a resistance. They're not going to go down very easily. So this is the daily, the weekly chart. Um, hmm, I like to move to the upside on a weekly chart because we are above the moving averages now. We erased this move to the downside, those three bars, and we are sitting right above it. So if we just maybe pull back, test the 20 or maybe the 50, and then just form a bottoming tail and move up. So this is the monthly chart. I mean, this is the monthly chart. So we did take out this bar, and this 20 is resisting the movement to the upside. So um, so we do have 2 weeks to break through and hit maybe 107 within 2 weeks. So let's take a look at the weekly again. Yeah, this will be resistance around 107 or so. So it depends how violently this move to the upside will be, or downside. I mean, like I said, we don't really know what's going to happen. Um, and let's take a look at the monthly again here. Yeah, so, but I think we're going higher uh, with the dollar. Let's take a look at the daily for a second. Yeah, because these moving average on a daily will be acting as resistance, so we might just pull back to them and then go higher. I mean, acting as support, not resistance. So we shall see. Um, and the bond market, we pretty much just traded sideways last week between 94 and 92 and change. So on the daily chart, the weekly, as you remember last week, I said as long as we stay above this 20-day moving average, we kind of pulled back about, let's just say, 50% retracement of the move up, and the 50 was resisting the move to the upside. So if we have a nice green candle here and just close above this 50, as you can see, this green candle did not close above it. It just formed a tail, topping tail. So if we close above it, we're definitely going higher. So this 20-day moving average is going to stop the downward movement. Let's see on a monthly chart. Yeah, so we have 2 weeks. Keep in mind, it's supposed to be bearish for the indices. So this is the bond market. So as long as we don't close below this candle, this green candle, which would mark roughly about 50% retracement, we should be fine. But then again, if we, like I said, on a weekly chart, if we see a nice green candle form and close above the 50-day moving average, that would mean that this bar becomes green and forms a bottoming tail. That tells you that we are going higher and we're going to break through this 20-day moving average, and we're probably going to see around 108. Probably not. Well, it's possible this month, but probably next month, since this is a monthly chart. So, so probably within 2 months, I would say 108, 109 would be my target. But we need to see this candle first turn green and form a bottoming tail and just break above and close above the 20-day moving average. That would tell me we are going higher, and possibly 117 where the 200-day moving average is. So that's the bond market. So that's it for this week. We'll see what happens. Nobody really knows what's going to happen. We can just only analyze the charts, see what's going on, and take it from there. So please like the video, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share with anyone and everyone you think might like and benefit from this content on my channel. Thanks again for subscribing, and welcome all the new subscribers, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.